Let me ask y'all something, man. Have you ever walked out of the gym feeling completely exhausted, sweating, feeling like you just crushed your workout, only to look in the mirror a few months later and realize you still don't look athletic? You train, you show up, you work hard, but your shoulders don't stand out. Your chest hasn't changed much. Your waistline isn't getting any leaner. You don't have that look that make people think that guy obviously trains. Like after a while, you start wondering, maybe is it my genetics? Maybe I'm getting a little too old. Or maybe I just don't have what it takes. I've been training for over 20 years. And if I could go back and tell my younger self something, man, believe me, I would save myself so much frustration. When I first started lifting, I thought success meant to get in this, get as big as possible. That was my whole goal. Like, that's what I chased. But the longer I trained, the more I realized that that's not actually what I wanted. I didn't want to look like a bodybuilder. Some of those dudes, if you look at them now, they're crushed. Bad knees, bad back, bad hearts, can't move, can't run. Oh no, I didn't want that. I didn't want that look. I wanted an athletic look. The broad shoulders, strong back, lean waist. I wanted to move well. I wanted to feel capable. And I wanted a body that was still, going to still be strong 20 years later. No, but no, hear me out. Don't get me wrong, man. I still lift heavy. I still believe progressive overload is one of the best ways to build muscle. And I still push myself. That never changed. But what changed was the way I was lifting. I stopped chasing like bigger numbers just so I could say like, oh, I lift more weight. I started using the heavy weight to actually build an athletic body. One that actually looked good, moved well, recovered well, and still could perform years from now. Then I realized something that completely changed the way I trained. Most guys don't fail because they don't work hard. They'll fail because they don't train with a purpose. They'll walk into a gym, look around, and like see what's open. You can see the guys coming in, see what's open, go straight for the first thing that they always do, bench, because they always bench. Then, they'll go do a few curls because they like training arms, skip legs because they're tired. Then they'll just jump on random machines and leave exhausted. Then come back and do the same thing all over again. That's exercise. It's not training. Training has direction. Training has progression. Training has a reason behind every exercise. Every set, every rep. Every workout should have answer one question. How is this helping me build the athletic body that I'm after? If you can't answer that, you probably just burning calories, not building muscle. And that's why so many men, spend years in the gym without looking like they train. They work hard. Like I said, they work hard. They're working hard, super hard, but they're working against themselves because the effort without, direction doesn't build an athletic physique. Purpose does, consistency does, progressive overload does, and recovery. And you got to have patience. Building an athletic body isn't about finding the perfect workout. It's about, repeating the right workouts long enough that for your body to actually adapt. That's how broad shoulders are built. That's how your back gets wider. Your waist gets, starts looking smaller. That's how you become stronger. And that's how you stay mobile. That's how you create the body that's capable, not just impressive. So if you're frustrated because your body hasn't changed, don't automatically blame your age. Don't blame your genetics. Just ask yourself one question. Am I training or am I just exercising? Because the answer to that question might change, that might change everything. That's exactly what I built the Last system around. Not getting yourself in shape for a summer, helping you build an athletic body that's still strong, still capable, still turning heads 20 years from now. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, just the hard work that, just the work that actually lasts. If that's the man you're trying to become, builtolastsystems.com.